Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you how I mixed and mastered this track. The track is called The Roads. You can check out the card above to watch it, the lyric video. Without further ado, let me play you a bit of the track and I'll show you how I went about mixing this.
Everything is gonna be alright.
The streets real, man, I really got my brother taken.
Through the pain and strife.
Yo, Cole, is that you in the mix?
The streets real, man, I really got my brother taken. I got pain you can't feel, I've seen my brother snaking. Won't stop gripping on this still, it wants another pagan. I've been jogging through a mill, working another day shift.
Alright, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you can see kind of both the playlist and the mixer itself. I'm going to start off with the mixer and then I'll go to the playlist itself. So you kind of see it's kind of related because I kind of linked it up, but the beat is the first thing, of course, highlighted that orange so that way it can be differentiated. And having a colorful mixer or playlist, it works well because you kind of see where everything is and everything kind of gets organized, right? Okay, so the beat, the vocal bus, the rap lead, okay, this is the individual rap lead here. The vocal dubs off the rap lead, you can see it's all highlighted blue. That's rooted into the vocal bus as well. Ad-libs rooted into the vocal bus. The intro effect here is also rooted into the ad-libs, then ad-libs rooted into the vocal bus, right? Okay, that's where I can actually give the intro effect some different flavors. So if I play that intro effect there,
Everything is gonna be alright.
and I know some people are asking me, hey Cole, how do you go about sometimes differentiating your intro effect and whatnot? And that's easy. You know, all I usually do is root it into the ad-lib so it can give that ad-lib type of sound, then add some extra effects to kind of give it a bit of different sound, you know. So here I added some reverb and made it a bit different by adding some more compression and EQ. And then of course the ad-libs, I don't think there were even any ad-libs on this track. No, there wasn't any ad-libs, so I think that's why I rooted it even into the ad-libs bus or channel there as well.
Everything is gonna be alright.
The streets real, man, I really got my brother taken.
And also, if you guys have noticed as well, is that these section here, I took it from the actual main part of the song. So this bit here, I just kind of dragged it. I think it was.
When the going off gets rough.
Anyway, you get the gist. I took it from somewhere, then I inserted it in the beginning and kind of went back and forth from the singing part and the rap part, and that's how you're seeing this bit here.
Streets real, man, I really got my brother taken.
Through the pain and strife.
And you kind of hear the decay or the reverb and whatnot. Okay, so that's that there, the intro there. Let me move on explaining the mixer itself. This is the singing bus because it's slightly different to, let's say, the rap lead and whatnot. I had to add some different types of effects. Right now, so the main thing I added some EQ, DSR, EQ, and the reverb. Okay, and let's go to the singing lead, auto tune, and before I added the gate, but on the more singing dubs, ozone emitter 2, pancake 2, reverb, compressor, and a DSR. Okay. And the harmonies just basically duplicated the singing lead, just like this, okay? And then I created like a reverb bus to give like its own type of reverb so I can route all these tracks into the reverb to give it some flavor, I guess. Then a siren effect, yeah, this is just routed into the master, then my mix tag, and that's about it. Okay, so that's the mixer itself. Now, if we look at play, let's play everything without any effects. And on the master bus, before we actually go play anything without effects, initially when I sent out the preview track or the mix preview, I think that's what I call it. Yeah, I added the L1 Ultra Maximizer just to limit it. Then after that, I added SSL comp and Ozone 9 elements. These is typically what I tend to use. I'm not gonna lie to you, I use it all the time. Anyway, so let's hear how everything sounds like without any effects, and we can go forward from there. Okay, so I'm gonna disable all the effects because it's always good to contrast. You know, so the faders are still kind of set, but this is just without actual any VSTs or actual effects enabling or affecting the actual vocals itself.
You in the mix?
The streets real, man, I really got my brother taken. I got pain you can't feel, I've seen my brother snaking. Won't stop gripping on this still, it wants another.
Okay, that's the rap bit.
Making proud.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Can't deny this life gets rough.
And you kind of hear that without even the effects, it kind of sounds more on the acoustic side. And you can kind of tell that it does sound good, but of course it's more on the acoustic side. It's the acoustic side. And if you can imagine, now I'm just having I'm having thoughts that if this was an acoustic video, or like let's say it wasn't the beat itself, but like actual instrumentation that's being played live, it'll sound good without a lot of processing. Anyway, let's kind of solo the lead vocal and let's hear how that sounds like. And then after, we're gonna slowly but surely be applying some of the effects that I enabled.
The streets real, man, I really got my brother taken. I got pain you can't feel, I've seen my brother snaking.
Okay, so the first thing I did for the lead vocal, rap lead vocal here, was added an EQ. Okay, so this is how the EQ sounds like now.
The streets real, man, I really got my brother taken.
Let's open it up to see what was being done here. Okay, so this is the F6RTA EQ. Essentially what I did is just cut out the lows, this bit here, and that's about it.
The streets real, man, I really got my brother taken. I got pain you can't feel, I've seen my brother snaking.
Okay, that's what I did for the lead vocal there. Then on the vocal dubs itself, if I enable that there.
The streets real, man, I really got my brother taken. I got pain.
Let's enable the effects.
The streets real, man, I really got my brother taken.
You kind of hear that. Okay, let me play a bit more of it so you can actually hear, because I was going to kind of explain there, but let's hear a bit more.
Really got my brother taken. I got pain you can't feel, I've seen my brother snaking. Won't stop gripping on this still, it wants another pagan.
Okay, so the first thing I added was Future Compressor to compress the vocals a bit. You know, these are the effects here. They're off. Okay, have a look, screenshot, do whatever what you want to do. And then I added Ozone Imager 2, of course, to give it that stereo width. You know, you guys know why I like the Ozone Imager 2 and why I use it all the time, to give it width. Okay, after I added that Ozone Imager 2, I added some EQ to kind of blend it in as well, just to not have it the same. So it sounds a bit different to the lead vocal. Then of course together it sounds like this.
Got me sitting in the trap like, is it worth the risk? See, this life will either take you or get you birded in.
If you haven't noticed as well, that and the whole lead vocal is like the vocal dubs are present constantly throughout. Okay, and that's why I've reduced it so much, because if you actually hear it with the beat now, not that you won't be able to hear the vocal dubs, but it's not as pronounced. Usually if for example, I'm going to be adding vocal dubs and whatnot, I tend to at least like to have them a tad bit louder if they're not coming in every single bar or line, if that makes sense. Okay, so anyway, let's play the beat now, so you can kind of hear what's going on.
The streets real, man, I really got my brother taken. I got pain you can't feel, I've seen my brother snaking. Won't stop gripping on this still, it wants another pagan. I've been jogging through a mill, working another day shift.
Just like that. Okay, so and the ad-libs itself, actually there wasn't any ad-libs, that's just the intro. I kind of explained that. Let's move on to the singing part. Okay, let's go to the second part. Okay, actually, yeah, let's start with the first part first. Okay, so this is it, the singing lead. Let's play without the beat.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Can't deny this life gets rough.
Okay, so one thing, if you notice and you look kind of closely, is that for every single kind of phrase or words that was sung, I kind of cut out the breaths or the parts that were not needed, basically. Not every single breath. I think I kind of left some breaths that kind of made sense, like around here.
Oh, no, I won't.
You see, the transition has to make sense. You know?
Life, that's how it is.
Some things you need to actually kind of maintain so that the emphasis of the actual words is there. If that makes sense. Or the characteristics of the song can be maintained. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that's what I did there. I kind of edited it in that way that you can see.
When the going gets tough.
First thing I added was some autotune here. Just added autotune live, 28 retune speed. Put the input type as soprano, tracking to 20, so it's kind of choosing on the type of notes that's actually being tuned here. And this is how it sounds like.
I'm proud.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Can't deny this life gets rough.
You know, in all honesty, this autotune wasn't really needed, because without it,
I'm proud.
This.
When the going gets tough,
And then with it,
I'm proud.
when the going gets tough.
I mean, you can kind of hear, I mean, it just, yeah, I mean, I could have done without it, but I wanted to add it anyway. Okay, so that's what I did there.
Tough get.
I think with these type of vocals, it's actually better to actually tune it. If you wanted to tune it, it's better to actually tune it with like a graph editor and not so much with this autotune live. I just didn't have access to another type of autotune plugin, so I just decided to use this, and it sounded alright anyway. So, but yeah, in the future I'll be doing some tutorials on how to use Melodyne, because I have access to that. But let me kind of continue playing this song. Okay, so that's the lead vocal.
The tough get going.
Okay, then of course the singing dubs. These are the effects. let me kind of enable both of them, because basically harmony 1, harmony 2 are rooted into the singing dubs. So in total, it sounds like this.
The tough get going, can't deny this life gets rough. But all I know is everything is gonna be alright. Through the pain and strife, already know that's life. That's how it is around these sides.
Okay, just like that. Then you're probably hearing, whoa, why did it sound so angelic? Because I added some reverb on the actual vocal dubs itself, and I compressed it and added some DS as well. And just add these effects. You can see the Ocean Ninja 2 to kind of give it that stereo width and whatnot. Pancake 2, what did I add here? Let me see, let's check it out. Okay, cool. So this is what I added here. One bar, every one bar is kind of panning from left to right, and I put the mix value at 66%. So let's listen to that vocal, the singing dubs without the lead vocal.
The top get going.
Like that.
All I know is
Okay, so then combine that with the lead vocal, the singing lead vocal.
when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Can't deny this life gets rough. But all I know is everything is gonna be alright. Through the pain and strife, already know that's life. That's how it is around the east side.
Okay, then the reverb itself added on the singing dubs itself is just this. I think it's kind of I kind of duplicated it from this reverb here on the mixer on the reverb send, and then just kind of changed it to concert hall, changed the colors, and now I think I just tweaked a few things. I made the decay a bit shorter, and then okay, on the harmony 1, harmony 2 is basically the same. I just panned it left to right and added the same auto tune, right? Okay, that's the singing there. Let's play that with the beat now, the singing part.
When the going gets tough.
Okay, before I actually show that, I need to show you the singing bus, if that makes sense. Okay, here I added EQ. I didn't add any EQ and actual EQ on the actual individuals here, but I decided to add EQ here. So the first EQ I added for the singing vocals is this. So if I play without the beat, open it up again and play that out.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
And I added more reverb here for some reason, and kind of gave it a bit more flavor because the singing, I just wanted it to have reverb. Okay, so here I put the mix value to 6%, decay 2.37, a bright hall, and kind of give it lushness. I think that's what I aimed for here. So this is the first EQ, of course, kind of took away some higher frequencies here. I tried to maintain that warm feeling, and then added the DSO here. I had to DS the vocals.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
Okay, then I added another EQ, this REQ 6, kind of gave a bit more clarity to the vocals.
When the going gets tough, the tough.
Let's play it from here.
Times like this when I think to myself, am I really gonna make it? Trying to see what's next, different opportunities, man, I really gotta take it. Really trying to escape this cycle of living,
course,
and
the
we're
reverb.
really trying to break.
And of course the reverb there. Then after that, that's rooted into the Vox bus itself. Then if I play the vocal bus now, before I show you the reverb itself, this is the vocal bus. If I enable everything now, it's going to sound a bit louder, but sure it is.
Times like this when I think to myself, am I really gonna make it? Trying to see what's next, different opportunities, man, I really gotta take it. Really trying to escape this cycle of living, and we're really trying to break it.
Can I play the part of that bit now?
But she's telling me to.
Without the vocal bus?
But she's telling me to roll without it.
With the vocal bus?
But she's telling me to roll without it. But if I die, it's only mummy that can't cope around it. Yeah, they might cry for a week, trust me, I know it's bounded. Yeah, they'll show me fake love and tell the rose about it. The streets are cold.
This is the first compressor. I added, of course, the R compressor. It's kind of pumping a bit high. You kind of see it's kind of coming in a bit hot. But it it kind of gave to the flavor of the song itself. So, yeah, those are the settings. Next thing, I added the C4.
Ain't showing anyone no mercy. I know trappers that are broke, plus they're over 30. I know drillers that kill, but they're looking at a birdie. And when I'm out, I'm just hoping, praying the feds don't search me.
It's times like this when.
Okay, so that's how it sounds like the C4 multi-band processor. Then I added this vocal EQ on the vocal bus.
But she's telling me to roll without it. But if I die, it's only mummy that can't cope around it. Yeah, they might cry for a week, trust me, I know it's bounded. Yeah, they'll show me fake love and tell the rose about.
Then I added this DS, of course, to DS all the vocals.
But she's telling me to roll without it. But if I die, it's only mummy that can't cope around it.
Okay, after that, I added the CLA 76.
But she's telling me to roll without.
Which is compressing it kind of hard if you actually think about it.
But she's telling me to.
There's a lot of compression going on here.
But she's telling me to roll without it. But if I die, it's only mummy that can't cope around it. Yeah, they might cry for a.
Then I added this L1 limiter, basically limit the vocals a tad bit.
But she's telling me to roll without
it.
But she's telling me to roll without it.
That's coincidence. And then with it.
But she's telling me to roll without it. But
okay, then after that, that's mainly the vocal bus. If I play that with the beat now.
But she's telling me to roll without.
Let me enable this quickly.
But she's telling me to roll without it. But if I die, it's only mummy that can't cope around it. Yeah, they might cry for a week, trust me, I know it's bounded. Yeah, they'll show me fake love and tell the rose about it.
Okay, so that's the vocal bus there. Then I added this reverb, bus here, where essentially you kind of see, if you look down here, I kind of altered the volume here as well. So basically the reverb itself, this is from the vocal bus, is just routed into the reverb itself. And this is the effect thereof. Okay, 100%, 2.46 decay. And if I enable that now, play it without the beat.
But she's telling me to roll without it. But if I die, it's only mummy that can't cope around it. Yeah, they might cry for a week.
Just tad. Okay, it's of course here I added some automation where when the singing part comes, there's a bit more reverb. If that makes sense.
The tough get going.
Of course, all the other reverbs kind of add up here with the actual singing bus itself and whatnot. Okay, so that's the reverb there. The Simon effect is just a sound effect.
I'll search the whip and anywhere I go.
Yeah, I didn't add any effects to that. Then my mix tag initially.
Through the pain and strife.
Yo, Cole, is that you in the mix?
The streets real, man, I really got my brother taken.
And that's just about it. I added just delay on that. And then, because I only added, only added delay and compression there, and EQ'd it a bit here. Okay, then I think that's everything on the individual channels. And the mixer bus, the master bus itself, I added this SSL comp, and this SSL comp looks like this. Visual ears down is gonna be loud.
Through the pain and strife.
We're just let's solo the SSL comp.
Through the pain and strife.
Yo, Cole, is that you in the mix?
The streets real, man, I really got my brother taken. I got pain you can't feel, I've seen my brother snaking. Won't stop gripping on this still, it wants another pagan. I've been jogging through a mill, working another day shift. Got me sitting in the trap like, is it?
So you can kind of see it's kind of catching a bit of the peaks of the kick there. Then, those are 9 elements. Kind of see here. Let's open it up. Let's play it.
Through the pain and strife.
Yo, Cole, is that you in the mix?
The streets real, man, I really got my brother taken. I got pain you can't feel, I've seen my brother snaking. Won't stop gripping on this.
So this is the EQ kind of done here. Kind of rolled off more of the lows, more of the highs, and then kind of increased a bit of the lows in the mid-range here. Then just use the limiter. That's it. And the ceiling is negative 1.0. And then that's just about it. And then that kind of makes it loud. Okay, so that's the track as a whole. Wasn't too difficult to mix. It's kind of just, as you continue mixing on the regular basis, you kind of see you're kind of doing a lot of the same things, and eventually you can kind of try new things as well. And yeah, that's the track there. If you guys want more videos like this, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let's play a bit of the track.
Really got my brother taken.
Through the pain and strife.
Yo, Cole, is that you in the mix?
The streets real, man, I really got my brother taken. I got pain you can't feel, I've seen my brother snaking. Won't stop gripping on this still, it wants another pagan. I've been jogging through a mill, working another day shift. Got me sitting in the trap like, is it worth the risk? See, this life will either take you or get you birded in. Sitting in this car, praying feds, don't search the whip, and anywhere I go, man, I got it so they can't hurt the kid. Sirens got me paro, cause the porkies trying to take me down, and now they see I'm lit. The same gal that try snake me out are in my DMs, telling me that I'm gonna make it out. I'm doing this for books, and my mother that I'm making proud.
Alright, so thank you for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.